Okay, I wanted to do a kind of a part two to my earlier unboxing video on the Glarry Double H Burning Fire Bass guitar. I just wanted to show upon further inspection things that I found on the guitar. This Glary's quality control was extremely well done on this guitar, I have to say. Um, I'm looking for things that I've seen other streamers talk about, look for in bass guitars, and I'll show you things that I've kind of found and what I think about it. First of all, in the finish, I've looked and I have not found a single blemish or overflow of paint or finish anywhere. It is beautiful, and I've also looked up here on this part. As you can see here, there's no overrun on the black paint going down the neck. It is just absolutely perfect. And the same here. They did a really good job on this. I was really, really impressed. Another thing you might could look for is here, these octagon shaped nuts that hold in your tuning mechanism to see if they were loose or not. I found these to be extremely tight. They're just fine. And then also you have this. The tuning mechanisms were tight and firm. And if they're not, kind of hard to see here, but you have a small screw in each one of these and a small screwdriver. You can tighten this right up. But mine were tight and firm. They worked just fine. And here's the back. I did find like a scratch you can see on the back of these. I'm not sure what that's for, but that's the only kind of error that I found. The back of the neck, one small blemish in the wood right here, but that's just the grain of the wood. Everything else was extremely smooth. It's a satin finish on here. It looks raw, but it's not. It's a very light satin finish. On here, another thing I've checked was checking the side of the frets and running my hand down the side of the neck. It's probably the smoothest job on frets that I've ever found on a Glarry bass. Not a single case of fret sprout here at all. And that's, I mean, all the way down the sides. It's everything completely smooth. The other thing I'll look for, if you can kind of hard to see here with the lighting, but where the neck connects with the body, sometimes you'll see a little bit of space here. This one was tight as can be. You couldn't fit a sheet of paper in there. It's really tight. And you can see here how snug that it fits. Also on the side here, the exact same thing, no space whatsoever. Looks really, really good. And then on the pickups, one guy was showing on his that one pickup was actually a little bit higher. They were kind of uneven, but if you look on mine, you can see they're actually pretty level and pretty squared away. And if they're not, you can take out the screws and put foam underneath maybe and fix that, but otherwise they look pretty good. The strings, though, I would probably get rid of the strings right away and put in some other kind. I'm going to be putting either Ernie Ball Slinkies on mine or Denarios. It's just two brands that I really like. Another thing is the studio type of inlay here. I thought it might be a distraction, and I didn't think I would like it over the usual type where they put that in the middle. It actually was better. I didn't have to tilt the bass or bend over as far to look at where the fret should be at, so it really helped a lot. The logo and everything here was really good. No imperfections or anything. I just have to say this was one of Glary's better jobs. Another thing, in my other video, I was showing how the action was kind of low. It's kind of hard to see here, but I think, as you can see here, the action is still pretty low. After I tuned the strings, it did rise up just a little bit. Kind of see a little bit of space here, but not bad. Depends on how you like your action. But I guess that's normal. The strings were kind of loose from not being tuned, so the action was very low. But after I tuned the strings, it did go up, but that's still not bad. Very, very slight bow in the neck. Not very much. It's actually pretty straight. And you could always change that. The truss rod is located right here. You have 3 small screws in a triangle-shaped cover. And you can use a small screwdriver to open that up. And you do have a wrench to fix that. The only thing I found was maybe the nut does stick out a little bit on the sides. It depends on, I guess, your own preference for that, if that bothers you or not. The neck is plastic, but that can be replaced off of one on Amazon for around $10. You can get a bone nut and replace that. The pickups are probably a generic Chinese brand, of course, like Glarry always uses. These humbucker pickups. Another guy that did a stream that I'm watching, he was not going to switch these out. He said they sound just fine. He changed out the strings, and he also took these out and put springs over the screws so that he could adjust the height on that. And he said they were just fine that way. But you can replace these by adding other humbucker pickups that you can get off of Amazon and do that, but I think they're probably just fine. The only thing I really didn't like was the strings that are typical generic strings that Glarry uses, and they just kind of look cheap. They sound cheap, but otherwise, the guitar itself, everything is beautiful. It's in great shape. One thing I did find is here the E-string saddle was probably over 1/4 of an inch lower than these 3. So I'm getting a slight bit of buzz when I'm hitting the string. It's not a fret buzz, but it's just where it's hitting the fretboard. So I will be raising this up a couple turns and getting things evened up. Otherwise, the guitar is really, really nice. It sounds really good. The blemish, everything, the quality of the work was perfect. Again, you can show the back of the neck and everything, how it looks. It's fairly smooth, kind of silky smooth. It does have a slight finish on it, and if you don't like that, you could do some light sanding on it. Just turned over. And it does, of course, the body, the cutouts do get up to where you can reach these frets. Some people do like them to come in a little bit closer to make it easier. It does have 24 frets on the fretboard, in case you like playing up higher on the neck, like a lot of advanced bass players like to do. There's higher octaves. Again, you do have the studio style inlay, and so far I've not found any of them to be loose or anything. I'm sure if they did come loose, you could always re-glue it back in and sand it down, but so far they look really good. So that's my further inspection on it. Again, I think Glarry did a really, really good job on this and on the quality control. The only thing I don't like are the strings, and again, I'll be switching those out later. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it helps a little bit to make a decision if you wanted to buy one. You can get one of these. This exact one is on Amazon for $89, and it is not eligible for Prime, so the shipping is not free. You have to pay $19 to Glarry to have it shipped out. If you go on eBay, you can get this in different colors. You can get the sunset version I have, or you can get it in black, white, red, and there may be one more color. I can't remember. Oh, the Burleywood natural finish. And those do come with an amp for the same, I think it's $117 total. From an eBay dealer, but if it's something wrong with the bass, you may not get an exchange or a warranty or a refund. It just depends. I got this one from Glarry direct from Amazon. It did not come with a bass, but the quality of the bass is extremely well, and I do have one of their earlier amplifiers, 20 watt. So hope this helps you make a decision if you want one or not. And there's another guy that I would highly recommend. I believe his channel was called Fulton Street Beats, where he does demo this bass. And he does have a video where he goes through and does a complete setup, including changing out the strings, putting springs on the pickups, and conditioning the fretboard. He gives a lot of advice on that. Really, really good video, and one that helped make me make my decision on the bass. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps you make up your mind, and y'all have a good day.